As the governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu did not run government from a myopic perspective. He looked beyond the precinct of the government house and his tenure, periscoping into the future of generations after him, knowing that his actions and inactions in government would have a lasting effect on the people. One of the areas that caught his futuristic gaze was information technology.
I am pleased to bring to light the global computerization project of the Lagos State government. In this age of electronic business, electronic commerce, internet trading, electronic mail, electronic information dissemination, when the entire world has been transformed into an electronic information global village, any organization or agency that lags behind in the acquisition and utilization of appropriate technology in the management of its enterprise, particularly in the area of electronic services, will have no place in tomorrow's world economic order. The need for the global computerization project in Lagos State is therefore not far-fetched, particularly where presently 95% of the records of the state are kept manually and their storage facilities are in appalling state. In addition, it takes helpless and horrendous months for certain information such as new employment, separation from service, death, retirements, etc., etc., to reach the computer services department for processing by the payroll system. The state was yet to establish a revenue database of all our taxpayers. Therefore, my administration has taken the bull by the horn by embarking on all embracing computerization of all our major business activities. This will no doubt bring enormous benefit to the government, workers, and people of Lagos State in the area of governance, management of natural resources of the state, management of financial, human, and material resources of the state. It will also result in a better, more effective, and more efficient quality service delivery to the people of Lagos State.
A few years ago, there about 1999, maybe more so 2000, we came on this journey of automating the processes of Lagos State. The then governor, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, saw that there is a need for efficiency, transparency. That's when we embarked on the project, which was the Oracle project. They call it GCP, Global Computerization Project. Oracle and the network. So the whole Alausa and its tax stations were networked, which means their solutions, their business solutions was centralized. Anywhere, anytime, you could get on the system and do your, be it procurement, be it payroll, be it financial activities, so that the state can give accurate numbers of how the budget was spent and where it came from. The first public organization that adopted the ERP solution, Enterprise Resource Planning solution, was Lagos State. I remember then when I introduced Oracle to Lagos State, my colleagues in the United States at Oracle, I worked for Oracle then, told me, asked a question, I thought you said there's no electricity there, or consistent electricity. If there's no electricity, it's not possible to automate processes because the computers have to be on 24/7. And I told them that, necessity, mother of invention. Let's go there. Let's continue. Since then, Lagos State has 2-3 massive generators supporting the data center. So you can see clearly Lagos was the first to adopt ERP solution under the administration of Asiwaju, and has given Lagos State a planning platform and data to make decisions. See, we will never know the value of automation because for most people they will not know the value because information is power, whichever way you do. Even if it's gossip, information is power. So you have a full robust system, well supported, well managed. The more data information you have, the easier your decisions. And that has helped Lagos State tremendously. So Soft Alliance was the middle of this. In fact, provided a solution. And since then, we realized that in the recent years, during the current administration, we realized that to actually improve the internal revenue of Lagos State, we realized that we need to invoice or create a central billing system, which means we can have accurate bills that are either fully paid or partially paid. Therefore, people going to banks to pay for services from Lagos State will be minimized. You could pay your bills from your home as long as you have an invoice number. And it could be vetted that if you've paid or not paid from the MDA providing services by just going online, as opposed to asking for a receipt or a teller, which indicate whether you paid accurately or you did not. You paid partial or in full. If you paid in full, of course, you get a service. Because time is spent by us as negotiants going to the banks queuing for hours. Even if you only sent your driver, anxiety waiting for your driver to come back. Whereas he or she may have spent time somewhere else, but she claimed the bank was slow. So with central billing system, what do? You get your invoice through POS on the spot, or get your online e-banking, you do payment. And the MDA, the service provider, will just check, have you paid? Yes. What's your invoice number? Or payer ID. You present that payer ID or invoice number, and voila, there it is. The man has paid. Now, your receipts henceforth will become a documentation, personal. When you invent that somebody else you pay, say, well, here's my receipt. But the service provider would have vetted and verified that you've paid the service that they deliver. So even service delivery will be faster. As opposed to we've not heard from social group, they've not confirmed you've paid or whether you've paid or not. So central billing system is core to the price of Lagos State. In other words, we are hoping that the IGR will even double. More money, more activities for Lagos State. So that will go a long way trying to provide financial backing to the activities of Lagos State. With the central billing system, for example, there is a dashboard that will tell you exactly by day, daily or weekly as they're being posted or paid. Say, for example, today 2,000 invoices have been created by Lagos State. Interesting. Luckily for Soft Alliance, we work with several state governments as well as federal government. I'm sure we heard about a project called IPEACE, it's Soft Alliance, where we saved within the first 18 months over 200 billion from eliminating ghost workers. However, I can talk on the IT platform. We don't seem to appreciate IT as a nation. Gradually, we seem to be appreciating it, even the public sector, private sector. Not until we adopt those systems, those solutions, and using the data of it, not just that we implemented ERP solution, robust, this and that, but are we using the data out of it? Are we getting value out of it? If everything is automated, or pretty much automated, and we take our data and read and interpret, we'll do better. Continuity. One party takes over, we change the whole process. Let's come up with a master plan, adopt it, and continue to work on it. You can make you can put aberration addendums to it, but the master plan is still the master plan. The infrastructure and rest, everything from IT to infrastructure to even social programs. I'll tell you, what you see today is what it was then. The same person, giving, hardworking. Forgiving is the same person. So, which I always say to people, if you want to know someone well, go back and go find the people he grew up with. It's the same person. Nothing has changed, except it has magnified itself in a larger platform. So, Asiwaju being an old friend through university, he's always worked hard. A planner, a mixer, a mentor to a lot. So there's a lot of words, like I said, I can use to describe him. I can tell you he has never failed me because he's still the same person. He's quick to admit when he's wrong and make amends. And also to forgive and work with whomever the case may be. In other words, he's always a man of continuity. And that's what has manifested itself since 1999.
You can see the sun going down, and the people as they go by without a frown. Here the traffic never jams, don't cost much to buy some yams, and the neighbors say hello, and we strive to pull you up from down below. You can even hear the sound of the cockcrow. I don't. Will he ever get there? Will he ever make it? Will he ever hear the sound of the cockcrow? I don't. Will he ever get there? Will he ever make it? Will he ever hear the sound of the cockcrow? I don't.